Good morning. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 29th of November. If you are new, please subscribe, hit the like buttons guys, and please feel welcome to comment down below. I was just going to ask you guys too if you'd be interested, if you want me to do individual countries leading up to Christmas. I could do England, Canada, New Zealand, America, and maybe Australia. If there's any others, let me know. But I was thinking I might do like a whole video just to help you guys kind of get through this tough period that we're all kind of going through, because I know it's getting a little overwhelming sometimes, and it might just help to give you guys a little bit more guidance on where you're specifically living. So if you're keen for me to do that, give me your comments down below and just let me know. So I think that's about it. So I'll just close my eyes, we'll get started, and we'll see what comes up. Yeah, I'm just getting the division of society. I keep getting it. Aww. It's almost like the guides are saying this is the second book, but it's not actually called the division of society, but we would call it Escape from Clown World, the division of society. So it's like the second chapter starts to create the division of society. As we knew what was coming, there was always going to be the elites and the poor people, meaning the lower class. All the middle class is being pushed down now into lower class, and you would have to be pretty wealthy to be fitting in this category up here. And rubbing shoulders with the elites. You would have to have your private jet and your Range Rovers and all that kind of thing to be mixing with these people. So that's what I'm getting. The division is starting to really become stronger now. We know it is. It's becoming very obvious actually to most people. So I'm getting that division of society. The reset part 2. Oh no, I wonder what they've actually called it. They seem to live in a very different world than us, don't they? Let's see where else we go. Yeah, and then I'm getting that people are fighting back. People are really fighting back against their government. See, people are starting to, this isn't us, we've already been through our fight backs. These sleepwalkers are starting to have hatred for their governments, hatred for their leaders, hatred for their government, hatred for the global elites that seem to be dictating the world. They're starting to find the information. They are. It's so good. They are. They're starting to find the information. And it's, can you imagine it? Mortifying. What a shock to find that you've been lied to for 3 years. So that's what I'm getting. They're really going to keep pushing this division of society now. Big division. And this could be like the health as well. We know in China, this is what's stirring a lot of people up over there too. They're building those quarantine centres for anyone who's got the CV virus, which would be suddenly become scary to everyone. I mean, we all panicked when they started building all these quarantine camps and wellness camps, didn't we? Here in Australia, we thought we were all going to be marched off to these camps because we weren't, you know, pin-cushioned. And that's how a lot of us felt. But now it's going to start to put fear in these people because a lot of them have been sick. They're getting a lot of ailments, as we know. A lot of things are on the rise, and they're all getting the CV virus. So, you know, they would be definitely candidates to go in these kind of wellness camps to get them well. So now it suddenly opens up a whole can of worms, doesn't it? Because they're starting to see that this is going to affect them. It was fine when they were just attacking us and vilifying and ostracizing people from their society, but suddenly when it starts to become about them, that's when people wake up and that's when people stand up. And it is, it's all backfiring. People who were mean and rude to people, who ousted them from their jobs, nurses, teachers, doctors, just to name a few, it all has backfired, hasn't it? It's exactly what my sister's video, Karma with Karen, I'll leave it over here, that we shot recently. She's very good at explaining how karma works. But that's what's catching up with these people now. It's all starting to catch up with them. because they're now experiencing a lot of the things that we experience, but in different ways. It's coming back to them in different ways because they thought, as we know, they were being rewarded by government, and suddenly they're not being rewarded now, they're being punished. So, you know, it's all starting to unfold. The truth is starting to come out. Actually, they just had a little teaser on the news then on mainstream media. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze, guys. You know, I always sneeze in spring. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm always sneezing. Three's a wish, isn't it? I don't know. I'll make a wish. And this all comes to an end, I hope. They had Elbow on TV talking about how he's going to help people, reduce all their electricity bills and everything. Because he did make these promises. Remember I told you he made these promises and nothing happened and the bills keep going up. So now they're actually using the wording on the news that he's going to present them with some packages to help the little people be saved from all the high electricity bills. Yes, they even use the word packages. So I wonder what these packages involve. I'll let you know when I find out. He's going to release it, I think, today. There's some special packages. Oh, no. This can't be good, can it? So, yes, Elbow. I told you he's right up there. He's the quiet achiever. Elbow's just following everything so beautifully. Klaus would be very impressed by Elbow. Oh, and all the rest, but, you know. Oh, God. And now he's got Dan Andrews, Dictator Dan, on his side as well. It's just bad. Australia is just going downhill very fast. Let's see where else we go today. Oh, it's showing me Canada. Canada, you're going to get the ball rolling soon, and it's showing me the bowling alley, and it's showing me the strikes. So you're going to have heaps of strikes over there. You are. You're going to get big strikes because people feel that's a safe way of, as we know, protesting and fighting back because they can deal with their unions or whatever, and they can start to implement, you know, some negotiations with the government. So I do feel like you're going to get some big strikes over there. Anything would be good to knock government over, wouldn't it? So I am getting that picture of the bowling alley and the ball rolling down and knocking government over. These strike backs, it's calling them. Let's see where else we go. It's almost like they're showing me the people of Canada actually that they've like removed themselves from the narrative. It's almost like people feel displaced from the narrative. It's like people, and this would be the people waking up, the sleepwalkers, they're actually picking themselves up and removing themselves. Let's hope they're going behind the fence over here in Wilson's Well, behind the fence and protecting themselves. But I do feel a lot of people are lifting themselves up now and removing themselves from the narrative. It's like they're creeping away very quietly and slowly into the background because they now know, I keep saying, people are seeing it, they don't want to be heading down the road of a dictatorship. Gosh, everybody's starting to figure out that Trudeau's a bit pally with China. All this stuff isn't hidden anymore. So they're seeing it as well. The sleepwalkers are seeing that information. So it's causing them to kind of hop up and move away and not be, which is good, so compliant to government and doing as they're told like the good little children. They're starting to realise it might not be such a great road to take, listening to your government. And we know at the moment he's getting interviewed, Trudeau, over there about all the Emergency Act and all the BS that he lied through his teeth and went overboard with. And he even called, didn't he? There was something on one of those interviews. So instead of calling them the police, he called them the troops or something like that. And it was like, yeah, the UN troops or whatever. There was some slip up he did. He called them troops instead of police. Just circus show, isn't it? Anyway, gets away with everything. But at least, like I keep saying, the spotlight's put on it. So that's a good thing. So take that as a positive, guys. And also that it's waking people up. Let's see where else we go today. Yeah, I keep saying China next year is going to assert its dominance energetically and visually. And I already feel like they're starting to do that now. They're trying to intimidate other nations. That's why is it Xi Jinping? He's trying to be very intimidating. And let's face it, he's an intimidating character. If you saw that interaction with Trudeau, he was very intimidating. You got to give it to Trudeau. He did talk back to him and kept his ground. But that would be hard for a lot of people to do, because he's a very, very dominant character. That is it Xi Jinping. He's really trying to assert his dominance now. Just, study his body language and things like that. I often talk about body language here. I've actually got a series of videos, a playlist of body language, if anybody's interested in checking those out. Body language can tell you so much about a situation. So that's something we could all take note of a bit too. Go back and watch some of these interactions with these leaders and see who the dominant people are. They talk about the handshakes, and when someone puts their hand on top, or when someone does that extra touch on the shoulder, or that shows that dominance, like I've still got one up on you kind of thing. We know, well, Biden's body language would be interesting to study. Shaking nobody's hand. I wonder what that means. Oh, that's a whole new video for me to make, isn't it? When you're shaking nobody's hand. Oh my God. So yeah, start to look at some of this body language, because that'll start to tell us a lot of who's who in the zoo when it comes to the global leaders, like the pecking order. Like I always say, they're extremely competitive. They're out to outdo each other as well. It's like, quick, get this out, because we want to be the first one to do this. They're like kids. They're like kids. And like I said, who are on Klaus's star chart system, and they're wanting to get their star put on the star chart first and get to the reward. And see, they get rewarded too, and it's about the dollars. We often talk about the dollar, the carpet with the dollar signs on it. Well, that's where they're all headed. It's not just about power. We know it's about power and money, but it's also about control. They love it. And they're all narcissists too, remember. They love all the attention on them. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, I don't think they care, because they probably get a bit of everything, I'd say. Let's see where else we go. Yeah, they're showing me like Britain, England. Sushi's taking off now. It's showing me the rocket ship. He's launching. He's on his way now. So it's like you've got the big rocket ship takeoff now. And if you think of the rocket ship, it's like a powerful image, really, isn't it? It's got the big jet fires coming out, and it's just taking off, and that's what I'm getting. It's this soaring kind of energy I'm getting in Britain. So you're going to really start to, I keep saying, politically be back on the map, and I'm still getting that for you. Sushi's going to do a lot. He might be a very small man, and we know he's pretty tiny, but he's very clever. He's a very smart thinker. And he, for some reason, I keep saying it, he can put himself in the little people's shoes. As much as he's a leader, we know that he is, he's still got this really good balance between the little people and the elites. He's quite well balanced when it comes to making decisions to keep everybody on track moving forward. That's why we're getting the big rocket launch. He's launching his, I guess you could say, his agenda, but he's launching, and it's really gaining momentum now, his rollout. All right, hang on, let's see where else we go. Well, they're showing me like in England, London, Britain, even the UK, there's the orange carpet rollout. You're getting the orange carpet rollout. Hang on. Which is, they're saying to me, it's like the amber light. We know they've got the green light system. They've got the red, green, and amber lights. But Sushi's on the amber carpet at the moment. He's nearly got the green light to like go ahead with everything. So I guess this is the tick of approval from Klaus. But it's everyone's on the amber there at the moment. It's nearly all systems go. Oh, you'll get the green light soon. For his old reset rollout. He's just doing all the prep work and the bridge building. We often talk about that with Sushi. He's very good at building bridges. to reconnect people so they don't feel so divided. Even though we know the division of society is coming, sushi is very good at creating the illusion that everything's fine. Let's see where else we go today. God, I'm getting the word task force. Hang on a minute. God, I'm getting Canada. I don't know what's happening over there, but I am getting this big military stuff. And I feel like it's a special task force. And it's showing me like jet fighter planes on the tarmac. You might be pouring a lot more money into the military. And I do feel it's for your own country, for Canada. Just in case there's, the threat of war. They always just carry on. Imagine the cost of all the military planes and everything. Absolute nuts. It's all image and status, really. Like, look at our tarmac. We've got all this big task force. Oh, wouldn't Trudeau just love it all? Just imagine it. His ego would be just getting fed and stroked. Oh, look at our big army. See, we all know what Trudeau's like. He wants to be like China. Why? I don't understand. So I am getting that the task force is really growing over there. I'm not saying you're going to have war. It's just all image and status for him. So that's a positive right there. Oh, God. Let's see where else we go. God, I'm getting New Zealand. You're going through a lot at the moment. I keep getting you guys... Everything in New Zealand is very complicated at the moment. Nothing's easy. She's making life... The people in New Zealand can't keep doing this. She's making life really tough for them in New Zealand. She is. She's really cracking down hard on dissent. And see, this would be her number. I said the other day, they have their numbers, they go away and then they work on things. Well, she's working on the political dissent. Anyone that speaks out against her or against the narrative, squashed straight away. They'll be fined. Not arrested quite yet. She hasn't got to that point. It's still like verbal warnings and this kind of thing. But she's getting very big on the dissent. She doesn't want anyone talking against the narrative. As we know, she talks about things like being a terrorist threat and all this sort of thing. So I'm getting that there's a lot of confusion over there in New Zealand. People are battle weary in New Zealand. That's what I'm getting. That's why whenever I talk about New Zealand, I get a lot of yawning and that. People just can't take it anymore. They can't. But they've got to find that energy inside them first to fight back. See, people are so bewildered by all this because, and this is what I keep saying to you guys, it's all a shock. See, we've seen it all. So to us, it's just this big giant clown show and we laugh and we have songs and music that relate to it. And we're actually finding the like piss funny side of this. But these people in New Zealand, they're really mortified and they're shocked and it's like very disturbing. Can you imagine finding out and watching like a Klaus video at the WEF? Sorry guys, I've got really itchy eyes with spring. I keep having to put eye drops in all the time. Yeah, imagine watching that video. Like, that's just like watching an absolute horror movie. Only the thing is, that's your real life. Your life has now turned into a horror movie. This is a Sleepwalkers. It is. That's what I'm getting for New Zealand. It's like their life's turning into a horror movie. Hang on a minute. So my advice to you guys over there, really, if you're in New Zealand, I think, Pam, you are, aren't you? Just to really lay low. Don't do things that'll draw attention to you. The thing is, these strikes or protests or anything that's coming, it's for the sleepwalkers. We've had our battles. you know, you can plant seeds. You can, you know, share bits of information. Not around the jab. I still believe that the jab's a very dangerous one that triggers people into a rage, really. That mass psychosis has really affected people's psyche. But you can share things about, you know, energy and cow farts and all this kind of stuff. But I am getting that these battles are now for the sleepwalkers. So that's my advice for you in New Zealand, to still lay low, because she will target specific groups and bring them down. That's what she's on a mission now. I said how she controls all her media and her questioning and all these kind of things. Well, yeah, she doesn't want any dissent at all. None. She's stamping it right out. So it's important that you really lay low and protect yourself. This is the most frustrating experience, isn't it? We just keep getting squashed. I understand it, guys. We've had 3 years of being squashed, censored, told everything's misinformation. We had our mouths zipped up for a while, but not anymore. We don't really zip them up. But it's only for your actual own safety to just be really careful in New Zealand. She's going to get really strict. It's not good. So anyway, when you've escaped from clown world and you've journeyed to Terabilla, it's just a very different life we're living now, isn't it? Even in New Zealand. So let them have their battles now. This is the sleepwalker's turn. It is. All right, let's see what else we get. Now this is for everybody watching my channel. It's really important you take charge of your life. You keep staying really grounded, really focused. You keep strong. You have initiative moving forward. You keep growing as a person. We don't want to stay stagnant like it's showing me the water that's not flowing, where it starts to build moss and mold and the rocks get slippery near the water's edge and all that. We want to keep really good flowing like a fresh stream, because it keeps the nice wildlife energized. And you know, when you see a stream, it's all really crystal clear. Well, that's how we want to keep our life. We want to keep our life crystal clear, like the crystal clear glasses, so we can keep seeing the things that are coming at us. That's what the guys are saying. Just keep that really good flow with the stream, because and not resisting things. We don't want to go back to those feelings in our body where we constrict and tighten up and we feel that resistance, because I think most of us, if you're watching my channel, we've all experienced that resistance in the body, and it's very uncomfortable. So we don't want to go back to that. We've got to keep flying. We've got to keep living in the now. We've got to keep calm. We've got to keep centered, doing the things we love, our passions, creativities, all the things that bring us joy. Keep doing those things. And of course, observing the body language of everybody, even people that you hear talking downtown or something. Observe their body language and how they're reacting. If you hear them talking about the economy or anything like that, you know, just have a little listen and see. Not only, well, yeah, listen and see, meaning listen to what they're saying, but look at their body language and just assess, wow, are they frustrated? Are they appearing scared? Are they angry? Like, what are they? Because body language can usually, they say, tell you 80% of what they're actually feeling, don't they? So these are things to just observe as we go about our little business, doing our own little thing. In our possibly camouflage gear next year, like I keep saying, put our camouflage gear on. Hang on a second. I'll see if there's something to close with today. They always give us a strange song. I'm getting that song. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. What is that song? It's a bit of an old song from a pantomime or something, isn't it? Or not a pantomime or whatever. I don't know, one of those stage shows. But I'm getting there's always tomorrow. Like, there's always tomorrow that people will wake up. There's always tomorrow that people start to see things. So, you know, it's unfolding. It's just very slow. So I'm getting that tomorrow. Although some people say, don't they, tomorrow never comes. Oh God, I hope it does. I hope it does in this case. So don't get, I think what the guides are just saying is, like, don't get dismayed. You know, There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. It's just not easy, is it? I think that's what they're saying. Hey, I found this brilliant song, and it just reminds me of my channel and you guys out there, because you guys are so supportive and we all communicate here and we do have a laugh, and we certainly get a lot of songs like that ridiculous song tomorrow, whatever that means. But I keep playing this song by Coldplay, and it's called Don't Panic, and I think that's really suitable for us at the moment. It's like, yes, we know the reset's hitting us hard and it's coming and it's arrived and we're needing people to see it, but the song is Don't Panic. It's like we've come too far. It's such a great song. I really want you to go and play it today, by Coldplay. It's just a beautiful song, and I'm going to actually make that the official song for us freedom fighters, because I just think it's something that we can really relate to, because we don't want to panic. You know, we've come too far to panic. We don't need to. It's such a magic song. Please go and check it out. That's gonna be my official song for us coming into this next year, is by Coldplay, called Don't Panic. And I want you to go and check it out, because it reminds me of us freedom fighters and how we've come together, and just how far that we've come. It's just a cute little song, and it emotes in me a real emotion. I don't know why, and every time I hear it, it just reminds me of you guys and the journeys that we've all been through and all the things we've shared. And look, I am really appreciative of you guys out there. I appreciate all your comments. We talk to each other, and it's really helped me as well get through. I don't even know what this is. It's just absolutely insanity. It really, isn't it? But anyway, we will sit back and continue to watch the clown show, and don't panic, like the song by Coldplay. Stay calm. We've got this, okay? So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. It's Tuesday here. I'm going to go walk my doggos this morning, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye from Australia. Take care, everybody. Bye.